Hi everyone, my name is Sherianna Boyle and I want to welcome you to the Cleanse Lab. In the lab today we're going to be using the 7-step cleanse formula to help you get a good night's sleep. Just remember that this is the mini version of the formula. You can find the complete formula in the book Emotional Detox. So let's begin. We always begin the formula checking in, and when it comes to sleep, I find there's a ton of triggers for people. And remember, cleansing is about cleansing the reactivity in the body. We are not getting rid of your emotions. They are very, very valuable. They have very rich energy which help you manifest what you want in your life. So that's not what we're doing here. We're actually help you getting to your emotions because they get suppressed, repressed, layered with reactivity. Okay, so we always check in first with our levels of reactivity. And as you close your eyes now and you put your awareness on your sleep and you check in with your body, ask yourself, is it high levels of reactivity, medium levels, or low levels of reactivity? High levels of reactivity, usually you are kind of hopeless. You're frustrated. You might be withdrawn. You might be resistant. You might be tolerating something even though it's completely unhealthy for you. Medium levels of reactivity mean you are aware that this is something in your life that needs some attention, but you're not really using any tools or strategies. Those are medium levels of reactivity. And then low levels of reactivity simply means you are aware and maybe you've tried some things to help you sleep. Maybe you've tried aromatherapy or maybe some meditation CDs or maybe perhaps to eat a little bit different in your diet. And those are all well and good. I'm going to suggest that you also add in the cleanse formula to support you. So we check in, low, medium, or high, no judgment, just checking in. And then we begin the formula with the C, which is clearing reactivity. And there's many ways to do that. Today we're going to do it with the 3 presses. So you take your 2 fingers and you go up in 1 inch above your navel to the right. The other 3 fingers go on the back of the brain. And remember, you're directing energy to the brain, and this is your gut. A lot of gut emotions are stored in the gut area. And you're going to press and press and press. Take the 3 fingers in the middle, press, press, press. Move the 3 fingers up, press, press, and press. So this is one way, and go in the back, and we're doing it again, back of the head, middle of the head. One way to tone the vagus nerve in the body, which is what we're doing here. You're pressing, and you're pressing, and then you're moving your fingers in the middle, and then the front, press, press, press. Okay, so you do that about 3 times, and then you round the spine, a nice cat stretch, tucking your chin, and then when you come up, you inhale, and you squeeze the shoulder blades and stretch the collarbones back. Chin is parallel to the earth. We're not going to throw the head back here. We're going to round again, scoop the belly in, actually folding into those 3 points. We're going to inhale open. We're going to exhale round. Inhale through the nose. Ideally, exhale through the nose, but if it goes out through the mouth, that's fine too. Okay, so you've got those 3 presses, and go ahead, release. Or roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Observe your body. Observe if there's any loosening in your body. If you are still feeling like, not so much, maybe continue to do this a little bit. Do the first step again, and then round again until you feel a little bit more settled in the body. Okay, but no worries because the rest of the formula is also going to assist you greatly. The next step is the L, which is looking inward. So what we do is we say this statement, and it's how I feel in my body right now. Keyword feel, not think, not what the story is or what we believe about our sleep, but how I feel in my body right here, right now. We actually don't need to go to the past, and we don't need to go to the future. right? We've actually handled that already through our 3 presses. The body remembers everything. You're a walking recording. We don't need to strain our brain on those things. So you close your eyes and you say, how I feel in my body is, and you just observe. Observe for sensation. So it could be heavy, it could be light, it could be constricted, it could be numb, you could feel a void, you could feel no movement at all, and there's no right or wrong. It's just simply observing, learning to become an observer. Okay, how I feel in my body. You observe your breathing. Notice that when you start observing, your body actually wants to breathe and you start to release emotional energy. So how I feel in my body, we just do that for a couple seconds. And then you can do a mudra with that if you want. You can take your thumbs in, wrap your fingers around your thumbs, put your knuckles together, take a deep breath. How I feel in my body is, and observe. Okay, now we move into step 3. We're observing our feeling. We've toned the vagus nerve. Step 3 is emit, and that's through sound. It's the best way to break up any patterns around sleep or the stressors that are contributing to the poor sleeping habits. So as you hum, know that your awareness, your intention is on breaking up those energetic patterns. We're going to inhale together. We're going to say the sound hum until you feel your navel lift up and the pelvic floor lifts up. And you're going to carry it all the way out. It's going to be a very long exhale. And it looks like this. Inhale. Hum. And you hold the and you're down in your root. Now, when you open your eyes and you take your breath, focus on joy. That's the A, that's the activation. Focus on joy. And I want you to, for the first round, focus on nature. The joy of rain after a dry season, right? That joyful feeling of the grass is so dry and the earth, and all of a sudden it starts raining, and there's a feeling of joy that you can feel when that occurs, when there is a much needed rain. So focus on that joy feeling through nature. Focus on that now. Now we move into the N in the cleanse, which is nourishment. And we always nourish our relationships in the formula every single day. It could be the relationship with you, relationship with others, your environment. What I want you to do is focus on what I appreciate about my sleep. And I know that might be tough for you right now. It could be, I appreciate my bed. I appreciate, the 3 hours that I was able to get last night, or what I appreciate is the quietness in the room, or the fact that I have these shades that block out the light, or whatever it is. Just focus on that now. What I appreciate about sleep is, and once you get one appreciation, that's it, then take a breath, inhale, send that off. Okay, good job. So you activated your joy, you sent out an appreciation. These are very high vibrational. The next step in the formula is the S, and that is to surrender. So we inhale again. We're connected to our bodies and we're surrendering. And what you're surrendering is all the noise around the sleep, all the nagging thoughts, and I look at it like dust, all the dust and the debris and all the clutter that is occupying the space in my body around sleep. And we don't need to get into it again. That's not what this formula is about, not the mini version anyway. And we surrender to Mother Earth to be healed. I surrender all that ancillary, all the noise, all the clutter to Mother Earth to be healed now. And you breathe. And then in the mini version, the E for ease is we check in again and we say how I feel in my body right now. And once again, we go in as the observer. In the complete version, we do a little bit more, a little deeper work than that. But on this daily 3-minute mini version, we just check in again. It's very powerful. How I feel in my body. You observe how your body responds to that. Then this is very important. We run through it again one more time, and it might be a little quicker pace for you. Okay, so we start at the top of the formula with the 3 fingers on the back of the head, 2 fingers right here. We do 1, 2, 3, move them up. I press, it's an acupressure point for the vagus nerve, and press, press, and press. And then we go into that cat stretch. We round. We inhale, we wrap the shoulder blades around, we're freeing up the neck, we round, we scoop the belly in, we inhale, we exhale, round, float out the mouth or the nose, we inhale. The next step, we look inward. We can do the mudra if you like, the thumbs in, the fingers wrap around, the knuckles together, pointing at the navel. How I feel in my body right now is, and just observe. Loosening, heat, warmth, movement, doesn't really matter. You're just learning to observe sensation. And then we're going to do the emit again to break up the patterns with sound. Inhaling now. Hold that. Preferably have your eyes closed. Lift up the pelvic floor. Give you a very long exhale. When you inhale, it's like coming up for air. Focus on joy. This round, I want you to focus on the joy of a good night's sleep. What would that look like? What would it look like to wake up and to feel joyful about your sleep? Or what would it look like to feel excited about your comfy bed? Or you might feel like you might get into bed and the joy of smelling fresh sheets, or the joy of feeling your pillow, or the joy of just lying vertical, getting off your feet for a little bit, or the joy of being next to your loved one, hearing them, or the joy of seeing the light coming through the window. Just focus on joy now in regards to your sleep. Take a breath, inhale your activation with joy. And then we nourish the relationships, whatever's coming up for you now. It's not unlikely that you might be thinking of someone in particular, or again, you can appreciate your sleep again. What I appreciate about your sleep, or it might be someone in your life that's gnawing at you, keeping you up at night. And so send your appreciation to them. What I appreciate about so-and-so is just one. And then you inhale, maybe it's their smile, and exhale, and you send it off into the world. And you receive that energy back. From that nourishment and that joy, we get to surrender, and that's the S. We surrender again, anything, any residue, any tension, and you can feel your body starting to, okay, I'm ready to surrender this to Mother Earth now to be healed. And we bless her and we thank her for the healing that she does for us every day, and for everyone on the planet. And then we end in the mini version. The ease is another check-in, and we check in and we say to ourselves, how I feel in my body right now is. And hopefully you feel a little bit lighter, a little bit softer. I know you do. I know this formula has been very, very, very effective for people. And you can use it as often as you like. You can continue to do this video for, if you're having trouble sleeping, you might want to do it for about 3 weeks or so, 21 days, and see how you feel. See how it impacts your ability to have a good night's sleep. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to sign up for future videos, And until then, namaste. Thank you.